She is a former member of the pop group Hannity, who recently graced the cover of Playboy magazine. Singer, actress, fashion designer, philanthropist, Aubrey O'Day is with us. Welcome aboard. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Before we get into some of the more political topics here, look, I have always wanted the United Nations, the U.S. out of the UN, and I'm tired that we fund this. They now have, they've come out with an advocate report that includes sex education guidelines, international sex education guidelines for kids. 5 to 8-year-olds told touching and rubbing one's genitals is masturbation. Do you think that's appropriate for a 5-year-old kid to be learning?
Absolutely. I think we have to remember that this is a United Nations program. We're talking about global health care. A 5-year-old in New York is different than a 5-year-old child in a third world country. I traveled to various places in Africa. I've been with children who contracted AIDS because their fathers thought that they could rid themselves of the disease by having
Can I ask you
sexual relations with somebody that's a virgin. And I've seen the lack of education firsthand.
Can I just say one thing? Look, you don't have children yet?
I have 2 puppies.
You have 2. I saw
That's more important than you think.
I have 2. Listen, when you get married one day, have children, perhaps if you have them, you can raise your kids your liberal way.
There is. This is where I will only say this about the difference between a 5-year-old in Africa. AIDS is ravaging Africa. Anything you can do in sex education in that continent particularly, I think, is important. I don't think this is particularly appropriate, that part of it, but there's lots of others. As usual, we took one line out of a very long 98-page report.
It's not one line. It is a significant. It's the added. Here's my point.